Hi, I'm Teresa Collins. I'm so excited today to show you how to make your own display frames. One of the things that I love to do is to take something and recreate it. That's one of my passions. With my background in interior design, I've always wanted to do things with my craft supplies, and I like to take them to a whole new level. So one of the things I always look for when I'm out shopping is for cool, ornate frames. And I take them and I always change them. Most of the time, I'm gonna spray paint them or do something like that to them. So I was thinking, you know when you buy those boards that you can display your cute pictures and put the push pins in, they're expensive. Sometimes they're $75 up to like $150. And so I thought I could create those and do it on a budget. So this is what I did. So you're gonna wanna go to whatever, you could go to any store actually that sells frames and pick out a frame that suits your style of your home, just wherever you want. Like if I was doing a kid's room, I'd probably do it a little bit differently. But for me, I wanted something a little bit ornate for this. So what I did is I bought my frame, and you really can buy any frame. It can be any size. It will work. How I'm gonna show you how to do this, it can work on anything. So what I did is after I bought my frame, I spray painted it white. And here's a little tip. Sometimes you'll need to spray paint it actually a couple times. So you're gonna do that, and then what you're gonna do, you're gonna want to measure the inside of your frame. So, and I will actually take the back off my frame. So this is the back, and literally I just take it right off my frame. You can see this right here. And so just take it off. And then I just measured the inside of the frame. It's not looking too pretty because I've glued it and tore it out from being in the inside of this. So I took it off, and then I know the exact size that I need. Now you can you're gonna wanna take a piece of chipboard, and it's just a real thin, it could be like a foam board, whatever you wanna do, just a little bit thicker than paper. And so this is my chipboard, and then you're gonna use, this is batting. This is just regular quilt batting that I bought in a roll. And so as you can see, it's quite thin. You could buy it a little bit thicker. If you want it a little thicker, which on some frames, like the larger frame that I have on the table here, I actually put 2 layers of it. So you're gonna wanna take that, and then you're gonna attach it to one side of your chipboard. And you can see this is a little bit bigger. So what you would do in this case, you're gonna take it, since I've already got it, and then you're just gonna trim off the excess of your batting. So you just take that, throw it away, and then you'll glue your foam directly right on top of your chipboard. That's what I've done here. So next, this is the fun part. You're gonna take whatever material that you would like. You can see here, I've got this beautiful blue. What I suggest, you could use canvas, you can use, I really like the thinner material because I think it makes it a little bit easier to put on the board. But again, it's really up to you what you want to use. And so you're going to cut that out. So when I do this, what I like to do is I put it, and I make sure that I have about 1/2 inch along all 4 sides of my chipboard, whatever size it is. So really you don't have measurements for it because it's something that you're just gonna eyeball to make sure that you've done correctly. So I've cut out my blue material, and then I take my scissors and I'm gonna come in on all 4 sides of this so that you can have a little, you're gonna need to tuck it. And so you're gonna take that on all 4 sides of your frame. So simple, this is so fun. And now the next part is you're gonna adhere this to your chipboard with the glue gun. Now I love my glue gun. This is one of my essentials in scrapbooking. You know, when they say, what do you always use, Teresa? My glue gun. So I take it, and you just want to be careful as you're putting it over onto the chipboard that you just don't burn yourself. I think that's the hardest part of this project, to be honest, is making sure that you don't burn yourself as you're creating. So again, you're gonna do this. And if you'll notice on this side, where I had to tuck in, where I cut the little slit, you're just gonna, take your time, give it a nice tuck so that it doesn't pucker along the edge. And then I always just pull it up, and I try to do it as tight as I can so that when I'm going on that you don't have to worry about on the opposite side. You wanna make sure that it's smooth, just like that. Okay, so now I've done the 2 sides, and you would repeat the same thing, and then you're gonna put it directly right into your frame after you're done. Now, of course, I only did the 2 sides, but I just wanted to show you how simple it is. So now that I've done that, I've put this in, and it's all flat, and now I love these. These are my little push pins. They're bling-edge push pins. And when I designed these, I thought, how cool would these be, not only on scrapbooking projects, but for display boards. So they stick right in because it goes through the foam. You could put your photos there. You could put like love notes. I'm known for doing things like that. And then you have a very affordable, beautiful frame that you've created yourself to put all your displays in. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned something fun.